Hello, I'm going to do the Taurus energy reading, and I'm going to use my Tarot Grand Luxe, and I'm going to use my Gilded Tarot Royale. If you are interested in any of the cards that I'm using, please feel free to check out the links down below. Okay, so we're going to look at current situation with Taurus. What's going on with Taurus? Taurus the Bull. Let's see, we have the Page of Wands, and that is being crossed by the Page of Pentacles. What do you need to focus on? Seven of Pentacles. Excuse me, I have hiccups. What are you leaving behind? Past energies. We have the Nine of Wands. What are your strengths? We have the Hermit card. Near future, we have the Four of Cups. The advice, we have the Four of Swords. The environment, we have the King of Pentacles. I feel like there's this calmness or this peace. Like when I saw that King of Pentacles, like this calmness, this peace, this relaxing, like it's almost like calming down from a situation. I feel like that's the energy of the reading, is it's trying to bring in calmness. Hopes and fears, the Five of Pentacles, and potential outcome, we have the King of Wands. All right. So we have the current situation is the Page of Wands, and it's being crossed by the Page of Pentacles. Okay, relationship. That gives me a little bit more. Two of Cups, Nine of Pentacles. I just feel like you're sort of conflicted about what to do in a relationship, and it could be a new relationship that just started. It could be with someone that is younger than you. I feel like you're trying to decide, like, where do I go with this relationship? Do I move forward with this relationship? Or I feel like, are you having red flags that are popping up? I kind of feel like maybe you're having some red flags that are popping up, and it's almost making you question, you're questioning a relationship. It could also just be something that you really love. So it's Two of Cups. It could be, maybe it's a job that you love, or it's a place where you're living that you love. It's something that you care. It could also be something that you care about a lot. This could be a friend or a family member. It doesn't necessarily have to be a partnership, but something that you love or care about, something that you felt this connection to, that you felt was very important. I almost feel like you're questioning it. It also could be that things are sort of moving forward and you're not really sure what to do. And what do you need to focus on is the Seven of Pentacles. I feel with this energy here, especially with this, with the advice, that Four of Swords, I just feel like it's don't rush through anything. I feel like you're trying to get some answers for something, or you're trying to find a solution about something, or you're trying to, I just feel like you're sort of rushing through something. I feel it, because the reason why I say that is because what you're leaving behind is the Nine of Wands, and I feel like you're tired of waiting. Like, I feel like you've waited long enough, you've held in there long enough, that you've tried, you've fought for things, that I feel like you're losing your patience with something, and that you want to give up. Because I feel like it's just something that you've been waiting for the results, like you've been waiting for things to happen, and it just hasn't been happening. And like you don't want to spend a lot of time on this. Like you just want to be at the end. Like you just want to have the answers or find out what's going on. And sometimes, you know, it's all about learning about patience. And sometimes, you know, that's the hardest thing, is being patient and waiting for things to process, waiting for things to happen. So what you need to focus on, I almost feel like it's that taking that time to yourself and clearing your mind and focusing on those things that make you happy. Sometimes when we're waiting for results for things, that it's almost like we're staring at the clock, and it makes things feel like they're taking longer than they actually are. So in order to not get caught up in that energy, it's about taking that step back and saying, okay, what else can I occupy my mind with? What else can I do? You know, because when you're on vacation and you're having fun, or you're, you know, with your friends or your family and you're having like a fun day, and you're doing something that you really love to do, like the day flies by and you're like, where did the time go? This day went by so fast. You know, why can't work go by like that, right? If you don't like work. And I feel like it's putting yourself in that energy of doing those things and focusing on those things that you enjoy, that make you happy, and that occupy your mind, so that you don't feel like you're stuck waiting for things to happen. And then before you know it, it's almost like the answer comes in and you weren't even expecting it because you were so busy focusing on this. Again, what you're leaving behind, I feel like it's that frustration, that wanting to give up, you know, that feeling like things aren't happening. Your strengths, we have the Hermit, we have the Ace of Cups, and we have the Magician. So I feel like you're very good about kind of looking within and finding those answers. And no, I feel like taking control of a situation, giving things a fresh start. Once you're able to move past that Nine of Wands and that frustration, and once you're able to put that in the past, and then you're able to focus on these things here, I feel like you're able to take things under control, and then you're able to move forward. I feel like you're a person that kind of is good at looking at the bright side of things. I do feel that definitely there are times where we all struggle with that, but I feel like you're the type that always can make like lemonade out of lemons. Right? That I feel like with the energy that I'm getting here, I just feel like you're a very positive person. But when you get stuck, it's like you really get stuck. Near future, we have the Four of Cups, we have the Five of Wands, and we have the World. So I feel like the near future is a little bit of a struggle, but again, I feel like it's you working through releasing this and kind of letting things go, and then refocusing on what's important for you. Like once you get into that frame of mind, once you're like, okay, I can't do anything else with this situation. It's starting to drag me down. It's starting to frustrate me. It's starting to put me in a negative energy, and that's not where I normally am, and that's not where I like to be. So I need to turn this around, and I know that this challenge is right in front of me, but I'm going to focus on what is positive and where I can distract myself. So I feel like that's sort of like why there's the Five of Wands, is that you're still in that back and forth, but then you realize, okay, I've got to focus on this. The advice, again, like I said, take that break, focus on those positive things, especially with that night. He's dreaming about that night up there, focusing on the positive, where you want to go, what you want to have happen. We have the Justice card, and we have the Four of Swords. Again, taking that break. We have two Four of Swords. Taking that break, focusing on things that, looking at what you have in your plus column, right? Sometimes when we get frustrated in this energy, we look at everything that's in our negative column, right? That's not working for us, that's not happening for us, that we don't have. But I feel like it's focusing on the things that are in your plus column. What do you have going for you? What are those positive things in your life? What are those positive things that you can focus on? And putting your mind into that mindset and focusing on what you do have, and not the frustration of that. We have the environment is the King of Coins, King of Pentacles, the Queen of Wands, and Two of Pentacles, which is finding that balance again, right? That balance between, like, the Queen of Wands is very fiery, and then the King of Pentacles is very calm and grounded. So it's like finding that balance within yourself. And then hopes and fears, right? Are things going to happen for you, right? The Five of Pentacles, the Four of Wands, and the Death card. Those hopes and fears, definitely the Death card, about transformation, about change, about partnerships, about are things going to happen for you. I'm hoping that this is just temporary and that it's able to move forward. But again, like I said, it's all about your perspective and how you're seeing things, and looking at what's in the negative column is going to make this harder, but if you can focus on what's in the positive column, it's going to make this process easier, even though it's easier said than done to do those things. But at least if you know and you say, okay, yeah, you know what, when I have quiet time, like everything that I'm thinking about is always negative, so I have to change that around. I have to turn that around and realizing, okay, that's where my brain is going, so I need to stop that, so I need to refocus. I feel like with the potential outcome, the King of Wands, new opportunities coming in with the Seven of Cups, change coming in, but I feel like it's learning things. Learning things, I feel like it's giving you back your power, giving you back your strength, seeing how the situation has played out and learning from it, right? And learning that, yeah, like if there's another situation that comes up, that this is the process that I need to do so that I don't get stuck in this Nine of Wands again. All right, let's get a Star Dragons for this reading. Understanding, looking at both sides, right? Seeing that, okay, if I keep myself in this energy and I keep myself in this Nine of Wands and I get frustrated and I give up on something that I've worked so hard to do, and now I'm starting at square one and it's starting all over, right? But then also looking at, okay, if I focus on what's on my positive column, I keep myself occupied, I keep myself busy, that I focus on other things, and time goes by quickly and it works itself out, right? Understanding both sides of the situation. It could also be with this Two of Cups, this also understanding the choice that you want to make, that whatever situation is going on there, that you understand both sides and you see fully what's going on, and learning as much as you can about a situation, because that's incredibly important. Okay, so let's get an animal or spirit animal oracle for this reading. We have lion spirit, be generous of spirit, and I feel like that kind of like being strong, being confident, pushing through. Again, I feel like it's being generous of spirit. I feel like it's, again, focusing what's in your positive column, focusing on those good things that are happening for you, and knowing that sometimes we don't understand why things are happening until sometimes when they've already happened and we look back and we say, oh, that's why it happened. I'm so glad that happened because it pushed me forward into this new area of my life, into these new opportunities, and knowing that, okay, this is something that has to happen. There's a lesson that I need to learn from this situation. Whatever those lessons are, it could just be with having patience. All right, thank you so much for watching. As always, stay positive, stay safe, and I will see you next time.